Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be going over different types of roundhouse kicks you're going to get in WT Taekwondo sparring. Okay, so first up we're going to go over the conventional roundhouse kick, also known as the turning kick. This is actually used in a myriad of different striking arts. However, we're going to see it from a Taekwondo perspective. We're going to start off in our orthodox stance. We've explained this so many times before. Right leg's going to be behind. We're either going to be in our side stance, which means that both our feet are going to be pointing towards the gully, or we can be in our more orthodox boxing stance. One foot's pointing forward, the other's pointing in a direction. The choice is entirely up to you. It's not going to make a difference to the kick. So, I'm going to be in the side stance. We're going to be kicking off our rear leg. We're going to be aiming either for the trunk or for the head. So the conventional roundhouse kick is going to be like thus. To the midsection, turn, up, strike. Striking with the top of the foot. Some styles advocate pulling your toes back. I personally don't for sparring because you can actually do damage to your toes. You can stub them and you can actually break them. If you're going to do your roundhouse kick head height, the mechanics are exactly the same. You're just going to lean back slightly a little bit more in order to get your roundhouse kick higher to head section. So again, turn that foot, bring your hips around and strike to the head. Notice I struck again with the top of the foot. Some people again would advocate pulling your toes back to strike to the side of the head. Once again, I personally don't. Stretch your foot, get more reach, and you can impact off the top. If you're doing WT sparring, or even ITF sparring, your feet are going to be covered anyway. So you don't have to worry about doing damage to the bones in your feet. So again, slow-mo, turn, around, strike, and down. Fast mode. With the rear roundhouse kick, you can actually combine footwork into it as well. As my opponent's roundhouse comes into my midsection, I slide that lead foot back so it comes to the rear foot. However, I'm now bouncing on the ball of my foot. I'm not landing heavy-footed. Landing on the ball gives me that launch for me to then launch in a 45-degree kick or a roundhouse kick to the body. Slow-mo, drop my guard, hit my opponent's coming very roundhouse. Back, note the foot, come in roundhouse of my own. Fast mode. Yes! 1, 2. Another variation using from our orthodox stance could be slight hop back, retaliate with a rear roundhouse kick of our own, so either midsection or head height. Slow-mo, bounce back, get out of range of our opponent's attack. Then from there, as they're landing, that's the moment they're off balance, you come in with a roundhouse of your own. Slow-mo. Fast mode. Yes. Okay, so we've looked at the rear leg roundhouse, very conventional, very traditional. We're now going to look at the lead leg roundhouse. Now, this technique is going to be quicker, but it's not going to be as powerful. We're going to start off in our southpaw stance now, kicking off our right leg. So right leg is going to be in front. So what we're going to do first, our rear leg is going to slide up to our front leg. We're going to then raise our front leg, chamber it for a lead leg kick as if we're going to be doing a lead leg side kick. But from here, point our foot, aim for the trunk, we're going midsection, flick out nice and quick. Or if you want to go for the head, you're going to do exactly the same biomechanics. Slide that rear leg up, bring that lead leg up, point your foot, lean back slightly a little bit more, and pop one to the head. Like I said, very quick, but it's not going to be as powerful because you've not got that rotation. So slow-mo to the body, slow-mo to the head, Fast mode to body. Fast mode to the head. Alright, so the third one I'm going to look at is actually more of a Kyokushin, it's more of a Muay Thai technique, but it's going to be a roundhouse kick to the thigh. This can be done off the front leg or the back leg. We're going to do conventional back leg, so we'll be in our orthodox stance, right leg behind. And from here, we're going to do exactly the same mechanics as if we would a regular rear leg roundhouse kick, but we're going to aim it downwards. So from here, turn that lead foot out, open up your hips, bring your hips through, but this time, instead of turning your hips horizontal and kicking out, you're going to over-rotate your hips to point downwards at an angle, diagonal. So open, bring those hips through, and from here, you're wanting to strike diagonally down. I'm not striking horizontal, downwards. Same time, I don't want to be completely like this, striking down, because I'm just going to slam straight into the ground. From a front view, turn, hips up, about here. Chop down. You're also going to be striking with your shin, so you're not striking with your foot. That's very important. From here, slow-mo all together, turn, bring your hips over, strike down. You're chopping with your shin. Your shin is going to be a very powerful bone, and you're striking to the muscle, just below the hip itself, and a few inches above the knee. Roughly about here. Striking there with your foot, you're going to actually do your foot more damage. You're going to actually risk snapping your tendons in your shin. So actually striking with the shin bone itself, nice, solid, hard bit of bone, chopping into muscle. They're going to feel it a lot more than you. Slow-mo once more. Fast mode. Okay, so this technique can also be done off the front leg. So we'll be in our southpaw stance, kicking off our right leg. And what we're going to be doing here is almost like the front leg roundhouse kick. We'll be bringing our rear leg up, bringing our leg up, rotate those hips to a diagonal angle, same as before, and then launch it as a conventional thigh kick. Diagonally down, striking with your shin, aiming for your opponent's hip. So from here, slow-mo, 1, 2, lift that leg, point your foot as well, don't pull your toes back, turn your hips over so they're diagonally facing downwards, and chop down. All together, slow-mo. From our southpaw stance. From here, most people will do the mistake of switching your stance first. Yes, you do switch your stance first, but not to this degree, not in this manner. You're not swinging your leg back before you swing it forward. What you're actually doing, I'm going to swing it slightly to the side, about here. It's now only marginally small gap between the front and the back foot. It's not all the way back here, about here, and out there. From there, next stage, turn that lead foot, and now throw a conventional rear roundhouse kick. So, again, slow-mo. First thing, 1. More to the side, less thinking of taking it all the way back. 2, open up your hips. 3, throw the kick. So, again, all in one piece. It can also be done low. So from here, 1, 2. There's As a matter of fact, you'll probably actually find doing it low easier than doing it high or midsection because you've got less distance to travel. Here. Again. Once more. Okay guys, so those are the roundhouse kicks we're going to be doing from WT Taekwondo. Give them a play around in sparring, give them a play around in training. Note those fly kicks in competition will not score, you'll get penalised. But if you're doing traditional Taekwondo, your school allows you to do more traditional stuff as opposed to sports orientated Taekwondo. Give those fly kicks a try. They will garner results. Your opponent will let you know how they feel at the end of the lesson, which will probably be very, very angry and unable to walk. Stay safe guys. See you all in the next video. Booyah!